Gias Maríomh, Tá Fáilte Roimh. You're all welcome again to Matt and Michael's lockdown. We've got our haircuts, we've got our vaccine, and Matt and myself are looking forward to going back very soon into our local nursing home, Care Choice, Trim. It's May, and in Trim we would be looking forward to the various festivals that take place along the River Boyne in Trim every summer, but of course didn't take place last year, and most of them won't happen this year either. So we thought we'd start with a look back at one of the most long running of those, that's Scéalta Haymaking Festival. So we're going to enjoy some of the sounds from Scéalta 2014.
Got our motor well now. Save you kindly. Friends, I'm using an old expression to introduce myself today. Some of you will remember it might have been said by old people years ago, save you, God save you. Today's song is going to be Bantry Bay. Now, recently a friend of mine, Mary H., reminded me that I might sing it, and I said of course I would. But then a day later I began to think, I think I've sung it already. And maybe I have, and maybe I haven't. That's the way my mind is nowadays. I just didn't know. But then when I looked up the records, I found that, in fact, I did sing Bantry Bay on the 1st of July 2020 in our series M&M61. It was different at that time. I sang it a cappella because I didn't have any musical accompaniment. And nor did I have my shelving and books in the background. So now I have a backing track, and I'll say I'll try it again and see how it goes this time. Mary will know, she'll be the first to know that tracks are not everything. They're helpful at times, but the one thing that's missing is the relationship between the music and the singer. Live accompaniments, generally, there's an unwritten, there's a feeling that develops between the two. They understand each other musically. Here we go. Bantry Bay for Mary anyway, and for Mina and Jean and Siobhan and the other Siobhan and Tracy and Breda and Dinny and all the other people that I have yet to meet. So, Bantry Bay. As I'm sitting all alone in the gloaming, it might have been but yesterday that we watched the fisher sails all homing, till the little herring fleet at anchor lay. Then the fisher girls with baskets a-swinging came running down the old stone way. Every lassie to her sailor lad was singing a welcome back to Bantry Bay. Then we heard the piper sweet note tuning, and all the lassies turned to hear, as they mingled with a soft voice crooning, till the music floated down the wooden pier. Save ye kindly, colleens all, said the piper, hands across and trip it while I play. And a tender sound of song and merry dancing stole softly over Bantry Bay. As I'm sitting all alone in the gloaming, the shadows of the past draw near, and I see the loving faces around me that used to glad the old brown pier. Some are gone upon their last loved homing, some are left, but they are old and grey, and we're waiting for the tide in the gloaming to sail upon the great highway to the land of rest unending, all peacefully from Bantry Bay. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. Now here's a poem of mine written after I took a cousin from Australia and her husband to visit a more or less derelict railway cottage in which her mother and mine were born. It's also the place where our grandmother was diagnosed with TB way back in the 1930s. and from there she was taken to the local sanatorium at Clonamahan where she died. The cottage was of unusual construction, with corrugated iron on the outside and seasoned timber on the inside. Locally, it was known as the Iron Cottage. The day we visited was what we would call a showery day. The Iron Cottage for Francis. The April gust turns my new umbrella inside out, and another squall forces us, two pilgrims from afar, and me, the local guide, to brave the briar barricade, escape the storm into this family reliquary, to find unforeseen sanctuary, dry, even warm, the corrugated iron and seasoned timber still effective, though the cottage shows the signs of slow surrender to the inevitable. Floorboards rotting, the roof sheets peeling, the sky peeping through iron gaps, and like unhappy memories, erratic ceiling boards hang loose. In a place apart, we pause our hurly-burly. We cousins, from opposite ends of earth, stand in sudden awe at the very spot where our mothers were born, where our grandmother's fever, her racking, blood-flecked cough gave warning. Taken to the sanatorium, then back again, she was waked in this room, maybe lying in that corner before her final parting. We take in the stove's outline at the dead centre, the bare hearth, recall a time when this was their cosiest, warmest, safest shelter. We touch the walls, check views from windows, dim hills, whins and cutaway bog, take away with us priceless videos and photos, then scramble out into warm, erratic sunshine, through briars that will soon reseal the place, as it resumes its slow, secret decline, while we, gone far away, lightened, face the dark at the ends of the exploration which began here, in this desolate, proud landmark. We'll be back after this short break.
Only at Quinsworth can you get these money off coupons. There are millions in our summer giveaway. There's 5 pence off Brillo pads, Lux soap, Chef ketchup and all these well-known brands. There's 10 pence off Krona margarine, Chef salad cream, Domestos and all these leading brands. And there's 20 pence off all these leading brands with your giveaway coupon. And don't forget, there's an Opel Kadett to be won each week during our summer giveaway. If you want to be a winner, you gotta go to Quinsworth, okay?
There you are again, everybody. It's lovely to be with you all again. Today's song is a request. I just love when I get requests. And Mary Ann from Kells would like if I would sing Buttons on Bows. Now, what a lovely old song that is. I had totally forgotten about it, Mary Ann, so thank you for reminding me. It goes back to Jean Autry, and Dinah Shore also sang it. Now, I dug it up, and I'm going to sing it especially for Mary Ann and Kells, and of course anyone else who enjoys it. And it's such a good song. It's definitely going to be part of my next sing-along list. It's a cowboy song, so I think I'll put on my cowboy hat. Buttons on Bows. East is east and west is west, and the wrong one I have chose. Let's go where I keep on wearing those frills and flowers and buttons and bows, rings and things and buttons and bows. Don't bury me in this prairie, let me where the cement grows. Let's move down to some big town where they love a gal by the cut of her clothes, and I'll stand out in buttons and bows. I love you in buckskin or shirts that I've homespun, but I love you longer, stronger, where your friends don't tote a gun. My bones denounce the buckboard bounce and the cactus hurts my toes. Let's vamos where gals keep using those silks and satins and linen that shows, and I'm all yours in buttons and bows. East is east and west is west, and the wrong one I have chose. Let's go where I keep on wearing those frills and flowers and buttons and bows, rings and things and buttons and bows. Don't bury me in this prairie, take me where the cement grows. Let's move down to some big town where they love a gal by the cut of her clothes, and I'll stand out in buttons and bows. I love you in buckskin or skirts that I've homespun, but I love you longer, stronger, where your friends don't tote a gun. My bones denounce the buckboard bounce and the cactus hurts my toes. Let's vamos where gals keep using those silks and satins and linen that shows, and I'm all yours in buttons and bows. Give me eastern trimming where women are women, and I'll silk hose and peekaboo clothes, and French perfume that rocks the room, and I'm all yours in buttons and bows. Buttons and bows. Buttons and bows. Buttons and bows. Thank you, Marianne.
And now here's a poem by an English writer, Gareth Owen, who was born in Lancashire in 1936 and died in 2002. He was a writer, an actor, a director. He wrote novels, poems and plays, especially for children. This poem is about grandfathers and grandchildren and sheds and dreams. Shed in Space by Gareth Owen. My granddad Lewis, on my mother's side, had two ambitions. One was to take first prize for shallots at the village show, and the second was to be a space commander. Every Tuesday after I got their messages, he'd lead me with a wink to his garden shed, and there, among the linseed and the sacks of peat and horse manure, he'd light his pipe and settle in his deck chair, his old eyes on the blue and distant that no one else could see. He'd ask, "Are we okay for liftoff?" Gripping the handles of the lawnmower, I'd reply, "A-OK." And then, facing the workbench, in front of the shelves of paint and creosote, and racks of glistening chisels, he'd talk to mission control. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have liftoff. This is Grandad Lewis talking. Do you read me? Britain's first space shed is rising majestically into orbit from its launch pad in the allotments in Lakey Lane. And so we'd fly through timeless afternoons till tea time came, amongst the planets and mysterious suns, while the world receded like a dream. Grandad never won the prize for shallots, but as the captain of an intergalactic shed, there was no one to touch him. We're going to end this week with a tune from Scéalta, the Swiss-Irish music group, which David Gilson, Matt's son, is involved in. And this tune is called Daydream. And it's written by a band member, Klaus Pfister, who is German originally, but lived in Ireland for a while and plays the flute and the whistle and the bodhrán. This was recorded live in Switzerland. So that's all for this week. As usual, we hope you enjoy this. We're looking forward to seeing you again next week. And in the meantime, hold firm, stay safe, God bless.